Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to check this garlic. It's been in there in that rice cooker for a week. And what we're going to do is bring it out and see the process. I'll go ahead and unplug it before I can bring the whole machine over here. And we'll check the progress of it. Let me get it. I'll unplug it. It's out on the back porch here, so see how things is going. I can tell you what, you can sure smell it. That's why you need to have these on the outside. You've got to put them on the outside. You don't want them on the inside, because Lord have mercy, they'd stink your whole house up bad. So, what I'm going to do is open this baby up. And, oh yeah. I'm going to take this whole thing out, which smells good, smells good. I'm going to try to lift it out now. It's hot. I'll just tell you, oh yeah, it's hot. We just lifted that out. There's a little moisture in the bottom of that, which I'm gonna pour it out. I'm gonna pour that moisture out because I don't want it in there. See? That's just where it's sweated and all that good stuff. It gets to the point, you need a little moisture in there, but it gets to the point that you want to dry it out. So now I had that, you remember when I said we'll tie that, but not tight. And that's what we didn't do. We did not tie it tight. But what I want to do, even though we didn't tie it tight, it's still warm. And we don't want to get burnt, do we? Loosely tied. Now when I put this back in, what I'll do is I'll show you what they're looking like. I hope you can see them. They're getting dark, and they're getting a little soft, and it's amazing that they're that far along that quick. So they're doing good, and there's one on the bottom. And what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to move these a little in here, move them around, and I'll open one, probably one of the elephant garlic cloves, just to see. I just want to move these a little. I'll just tell you the truth, I don't think nothing needs to be moved too much. But yeah, they're all ready. Here's one. This is a elephant garlic clove. You can see how dark it is and all that good stuff. I'll open that in a minute and we'll try it and see if it's any good. I'm going to move this camera on in here a little closer where you can get a closer view of it. We don't want to leave that open too long, but it won't hurt a thing. It'll let some of that moisture go. And maybe you can see that right there a little better. Hopefully you can. This stuff right here, this is what it's looking like after it's been in there. Now that's been in there for 1 week, 7 days. We put it in there on a Saturday. And I don't know which one of these. This, like I said, they will actually they'll get dark. Well, drop them. Throw them down there, boy. Throw them down. Now right here's 2. That's probably I know it's a music or something else. I'll lay that right there. And what I want to do is I want to get this back in there. I want to get this back in the pot. Because I don't want it to cool off too much, because there's no sense in it. we'll put her right back in there. I was going to turn it over, but it don't need turned over. I'll tell you something else I'm going to do. I'm going to take this, I'm going to wipe some of this moisture out. Just a little. Wipe some of that moisture out of that bag. And that's probably uncalled for. Probably don't even need to do that. But that's what we're doing. We're getting her and going to do it just, put it right back just like it was. We'll wrap that around there. And we will poke it right back in there like that. And put that back. And we'll put our piece of garlic right there that we're going to open up. Now I'm going to take this back and get it plugged back up. We'll let her go for another week. Let me get this plugged and I'll be right back. I've got to reset it to where it was. What we want to do, I'm going to sharpen this knife. It's the liquor too. I'm going to sharpen the knife a little. We'll pour some of that water out to come off that bag. This knife speedy sharp. If you ain't got one of them, if you carry a knife, you need to carry one of them too. That's my opinion. You don't have to bear down hard on that. Actually, you want to lift up and speedy sharp. Okay, now what I'm going to do, well, I was going to cut that in half, but I don't think there's no use in it. Now, I hope you can see me here, because that's what I want you to see, is this garlic. And I'm going to peel this back, and you'll see that it's how much darker it's gotten. It was white when we started. And we'll lay the skins right here. But you'll see what's happening to the garlic. Now this garlic is brown. Brown. It was white, remember. 7 days, it's already brown. And now, from what I can tell from previous times of doing this, in that bag, this is going in a hurry. I mean, it's doing it a lot quicker. A chemical change is happening a lot quicker. Now, I'm just going to slice this in slices, and I'll show you the inside of it. Yeah, now here you can see the inside of that maybe. This is the garlic end, and you can see where that's darkening all the way through. All the way through. Now that will turn black, and I'm hoping that in next Saturday it will be black. But this will give you something to look at and see here. See the changes in it. Now let's try it. Let's try it and see if it's any good. Now that's the tip of it right there. Yeah. Oh, it's sweet already. That harsh, garlicky flavor is almost gone. It's got just a hint of bitter. But again, this is not done. No. It's not done. But right now, at this stage right here, if you tasted that blindfold taste test and you couldn't see that, and give you an exact clove out of the same head that was fresh garlic versus this, you wouldn't, no way would you think that you was eating garlic. And I'm talking about this stage right here. It's at the brown stage right now. And I'm talking about practically all the way through it. So that chemical reaction or that chemical change in that garlic is really working. Mm-hmm. From going from fresh garlic to this in 7 days. 7 days. And again, it's soft. It's getting a good texture. And I can taste the sweetness coming out. It ain't there yet, but it's so close that it's amazing. I mean, just that stage right there, it would be worth doing. But from fresh to this state, and then going from this state to when it's complete and it's black, there's probably more difference in the taste from now till it turns black as they are from fresh garlic to the brown state that it's in right now. So what I'm saying, it would amaze people that's never tried this at the state it's in right now. But you would be stupid to stop right now and not continue this process until it's completely black. Because when it gets black, it gets sweet, and it's just amazing. It really is. That is the update so far, halfway through the process, and that is if, and I'm saying if because I've never done it in them oven bags like that. If that completes and is completely finished in 14 days, like that they claim. Because I made some right there in that same spot that took over a month. But what was happening, it was losing more moisture and the chemical reactions is maintained in that bag. It's kind of sealed in. So anyway, I won't sit here and rattle all day, but we'll be back in 7 more days, and we'll show you the conclusion of making black garlic. And we'll go from there.